Okay, so let's get back to working on Get Rich or Die Gaming. Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna fix up that audio bug in Get Rich or Die Gaming. That cutscene, that cue removing bug. So we got the same thing here. Oh, that's interesting. What is it? Why does it sort this? Hmm. Oh, it sorts it after adding it. Okay, fine. It's a bit weird. So it's a little bit different, and there's some other stuff going on, but basically this thing is the same as before. It's got that bug in it. So what we can do is we can I minus minus and fix that bug, right? Um, but I want to show you before we do that. I want to show you what harmful effects that this code actually has. Um, I'm not sure. I haven't actually tried this out, but I did chase after this comic strip bug.
Kabuki Cho. This is
See, did you
where
see
you will
that? Maybe you don't
host
see it, but
this host
there
bars.
again, there's a flash when it's ending a comic, and the flash is about 16 milliseconds. It's a really quick flash. It looks like it could be a one frame flash, right?
Kabuki
So
Cho.
this game runs at 60
Tokyo's
frames a
red light
second, and
district.
the stream runs at 30 frames a second, which means there is I don't know, maybe it's a 50% chance that you guys will miss the flash, or maybe it's a 100% chance that you guys will miss the flash, depending on how the stream works. But I can see it
This is
very
where you
clearly
will
here,
host
not here,
this game.
not here,
Host bar.
here, and not here. So the reason it's kind of random is because it depends on the order of the data, right? Um, sound comic panel view panel, sound comic panel view panel, sound comic panel. Yeah, so sound comic panel view panel, comic prompt, sorry. So these two have got these guys. This one does not, so it flashes. This one does not, so it flashes. This one does not, so it flashes. Anyway, it's it should be fixed by writing in this line, right? I don't know if you guys can see it, so I'll just tell you if it gets fixed or not.
Kabuki Cho. Tokyo. This is hosted.
Yes,
Host.
the flash is gone. Cool. So we fixed the bug. That I actually spent some time chasing that bug 2 years ago, and I just couldn't figure out what was going on. I didn't try too hard to debug it because it's pretty cosmetic. Fixed cutscene queue related bug caused flash in the cutscene. No, sorry, the comic strips. Cool. So thank you, Andrew. Let me fix the bug. Okay, great. So let's just close this guy and get back to Get Rich or Die Gaming. There's a few things I thought about doing today. One is grouping text and positions together and creating like a text and positions object or something like that. And maybe that object can be auto-centered or auto-left aligned or left adjusted. I think it's called left justified or right justified or centered. You could do that. Another thing I thought about doing is creating a way of managing the rooms in this game, so we can get started on the gameplay state. Another thing I thought about doing is doing a room contents queue, but really we should do the rooms first if we're going to make a room contents queue. So I think I'll jump in and try reorganize these rooms. So we don't have too many rooms in this game actually. I mean, there's less than there actually should be. So there's Main Streets, which is where you start. Outside McDonald's, which is the left. I'm going to rename this. outside, FIFO. Outside, which is the left of the screen, mean streets 2, which is the right of mean streets. Bakery, which is something you can click on from mean streets. Back alley is just a place you go from mean streets to. Inside McDonald's, another place you click into a hotspot. Another place click into a hotspot. And then there's some custom little rooms like Mugger Room. Mugger Room is actually reused in a dirty sort of a really stupid way. So we've got Mugger Room, Fancy Room, Police Street Room, Police Bar Room, Police House Room, and those are all smashed into Mugger Room in a very confusing and difficult to keep track of way. So we need to make some new rooms. So first off, I'm not totally exactly sure what I want to do with these rooms, because the rooms are a very important object, and they're a very central object to this game, but I'm pretty sure I will make a room manager class. And inside the room manager class, I want to define all the rooms. We also need to kind of jump into room and see what needs to change here. So there's a rule is the ego visible, left M, right M, top M, bottom M. Don't know what those are. Characters is a list of all the characters in the room. Hotspots, list of all the hotspots in the room. Item, list of all the items. Game objects, basically like characters. Game objects and characters. Not really much of a difference. We could even kind of swap. We could just get rid of this character class and call it game objects. Because if we look at character from memory, it's a bit more confusing than I remember. Okay, let's get back to so room. I don't. What is the left M and the right M? Margin. All right. So these are margins. So basically, if you cross final references. Weird. What? Why are they gay? That's not very nice. Okay, so these margins are kind of hard-coded. Fine. What's this about? You can set these? Okay. So these margins are used in a few of the rooms where Wilson actually appears on the screen and can walk around. Give me a character. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It's not even called. Okay. I guess we can just kill it. Oops. Oh, that one's not called. What about this one? Yeah, this is called. Well, I mean, let's just kill this guy. Yeah, so a lot of stuff doesn't need to be here. ID. We might want an ID. We might want a room name. It's probably not going to be an int because that's. Yeah, I just don't like that. Yeah, so room manager. It's going to be similar to the other manager classes. I think it's going to be like we're going to use a singleton pattern. Where are the other managers? Font manager, great. Yeah, so we'll just do something like this. Room manager. It doesn't need a content manager, or at least I don't think it does. So we have like a private instance. Sorry, private room manager instance. Public room manager instance, and that's just going to go if instance. Oops. weird. What's going on here? I guess these guys need to be static. Static. What's wrong? Oh yeah, okay. Public static room manager. It's a get. Why can't I do this? What's going on? Oh, does this need to be like that? Yeah. Okay, just getting confused with the syntax. Turn instance equals new room manager. Great. So that's a basic like singleton pattern. Next, we want to figure out. Maybe we don't need initialize. Maybe we can just have a. We can just have a constructor. Public room manager. I'm thinking I want to do something similar to cutscene state. Sorry, cutscene manager. Where's cutscene manager? Sorry, not cutscene manager. Game state manager. I probably want to make a dictionary like this, and we'll map strings to room names. And so inside here, we actually want to maybe inside room we want to define a bunch of room names. So, oh, we could do game states instead of strings. Is that better? Yeah, game states. I mean, room types are better. Public enum type, and there's going to be mean streets. Mean streets. Oh god, I guess just two, maybe 1 and 2. Outside FIFO, inside FIFO, LAN cafe, maybe LAN cafe like that. Bakery, back alley, oops. Bakery, back alley, intercom room. I remember this game pretty well. Businessman. Yep. Mugger room, fancy room, attical room. Mugger room, Bency room, attical room. Mugger room, Bency room, attical room. Why is this still going? Oh yeah, I forgot to type this one. Oops. You can see all the fun stuff I'm working on. That's BGDH. Why not? Oh, is it because we're streaming, but it's kind of slow. Well, yeah, how long are we going for? 13 minutes. Okay. So I only want to go for an hour. That means, let's say, 46 minutes. Cool. Oh no! Andrew's not watching. Oh, he is watching! Awesome. Still didn't work. Sync, maybe? Oh. We're behind. Why are we behind? But we shouldn't be behind. Yes, work. I'll come back to this later. What other rooms do we have? We have police room, police street room, police bar room, police home room. These ones that end in room, they're basically like rooms where you're like zooming straight on at a character. Okay, so in room manager we want to room.type and then we'll pass in and then that will point to a room. Instead of game state dictionary, it's room dictionary. I spell that wrong. Room dictionary. Yeah, that's not the right place to put that. But we do want to define it up here. Room dictionary equals new, yes, like that, and then all these game states. Like this, right? And then they point to a new room. Ah, fuck. And the syntax is like this, I think. Oh, I can't remember the syntax of a dictionary. Yeah, that's right. Room manager. Oh yeah, okay. So that's kind of right, but we need to add in room.type dot, and then something like this. Maybe like this. Problematic. I'm trying to think how I want to like make all the rooms, because the rooms are like really different. To define them, we need to basically say what hotspots are in that room, what characters are in that room, what game objects are in that room. I did that all wrong. So, what characters in that room? I need to learn how to use like really cool IDE tools where you can edit multiple lines at a time, but usually I just do it manually. Okay, so we got all the rooms in here. I mean, they're not defining anything really. We could make like a method per room, like private room create in streets 1, right? And then bang bang, you know. And then inside here we just like do all the stuff we need to build a room. That's one way to go. Because the rooms are super complicated. Like, yeah, so there's one room. What we do here is we define it like that, and then we do a lot of stuff like this. Like, so we make all the hotspots, we make all the characters, and the characters are made like outside as well. So you know, these are the characters, and they get added. So it here we're like adding hotspots. Here we're adding characters. Here we're saying what the left room of this room is, where the right room of this room is. The left X margin, the right X margin, walking zone, that kind of stuff. Hotspots and characters are a bit difficult. Left and right rooms, they're quite easy, and so we could just pass in a type. We can just pass in that room.type, and then, yeah. Well, I don't know. Let's fix up the room constructor first. So texture name. An ID, I think. The room needs to know what type it is, right? need to know what type it is. And if we want to add characters, let's just say, for simplicity's sake, I won't worry about hotspots, I won't worry about all this other stuff. I just want to worry about these two, characters and game objects. Because what I want to do is I want to be able to go into gameplay state and see something. I just want to see the room. And the room has background and some game objects and characters in it. Now, there's no reason the background can't just be part of the game objects, right? Just part of the stuff that can be drawn. This is proving to be a lot more complicated than I thought. So I think I'm gonna do this. Now I'm gonna refactor, remove parameters. This one and this one. Okay, so what is this? This is so this is like a subclass of a game object, and a game object. Yeah, it doesn't need to be a subclass of a game object. Let's kill that. So let's simplify things a bit. Yeah, so this stuff doesn't need to be here either. It can just kind of be out here. What's this hotspots? Then we've got items. What was that? Walking zone. Alright, great. And game objects. So ID can go. Remove parameters. Yeah, we can't do that. So just do it like that. These ints, I want them to be together. This is ego visible. Yeah, so the constructor inside it is going to have nothing for now. Give me a character that can stay. I don't like the name, but whatever. Like, I feel like we don't need it, but I don't want to break too much code because we'll just never get anything. We won't be able to get anything functional today. And I'm trying to, like, have something building and kind of in the right direction at the end of every episode. So I think I will want to pass in this type, and so type, private, type, type is such a weird name. This dot type plus type. Cool. Okay, back to room manager. I think I want to do something like this instead. Because there's duplication. There's duplication here. We have the type here, and then we want to pass the type in again. That's a bit silly. So I think I'm gonna go with the method like this method, and then I'll refine it later when I can think of a better way to do it. I can't think too many steps ahead. I'm just too dumb. So bar mean streets. Oh, we'll just call it room equals new room type dot mean streets 1. Great. Great. and then return room, right? And we can do other fun stuff here. You know, set all the. Oh, it's tricky. Like, oh no, it's not too tricky. And then I want to do something like add room, create mean streets 1. And then add room would be like this, private void add room, room, and then room dictionary dot add room dot type. Yeah, room type has to be, oh, it doesn't have to be that. Yeah, let's just do it this way. Room type will be a public read only. Cool. And so we can access it from outside. So room type, and it should be capitalized. Room type and room. Cool. Pretty simple. It just helps us deal with the duplication of it. Oh, what's wrong here? Get rich of digaming room type. Get rich of digaming room type. Yeah. What? What's going on? Are there two? Oh, okay. Change the name of the wrong thing. So this would be type, right? And this would be room type. Type looks really weird. If you look at type, the word, it just looks like it's spelled wrong. Maybe it doesn't to you. To me, yes, it does. Type. I might have actually just spelled type wrong. I don't think I did. This dot. Ah, it's getting confusing. I'm getting confused. Oh no, I'm getting confused. Room dot. No, no, what the fuck? Room dot type. Right, okay. And then room dot. It was fine before, I don't know why I had to mess with it so much. Room type. Room dot room type. Right? Right? What's going on? What's wrong? Room dot type. And this is. I don't see why that's wrong. Okay, that's right. What's wrong here? Room dot room type. Room. So confusing. Room dot type. Room dot room type. Oh god, what's going on? Yeah. Just rename this type. Should not have done that. Okay, that's. Oh, this guy's another problem. Room dictionary dot add room dot type room, right? Yes, good. Okay. No? And I'm thinking the current room should also be set here. Yes, just like in game state manager, we have the current game state. It's private here. Should it be private? It shouldn't be private for that. Should it be read only? As in read only by public APIs. Private get, private set. Let's make it public. I'll figure out what to do with it later. Public room, current room. And when we initialize, the current room should be current room equals room dictionary get dot and type dot matrix one. That's the starting room. Cool. So we want a bunch of these. Yeah, if we're doing the dictionary like that, we can just kind of do it like this. And then we don't need that line of code. So we're going to define all the rooms here, and we might have one method for each of them. So in mean streets, we've got a background, we've got a bunch of hotspots. Background, a bunch of hotspots. Fuck the hotspots. We got a background, we've got a sports car, we've got article, and we got Wilson, right? So 4 graphics. So let's just add them in. Room.graphics, game objects, yes. Dot add. This is not the way I'm gonna do it later, but I'm just gonna do it now. Just like kind of as a proof of concept. I'm really paranoid. I always feel like my designs aren't gonna work unless I totally test them. Vector 2.0. In order will be 0. String texture name is. It's not a bad constructor. I was expecting like a lot of annoying stuff. So the background is called mean streets underscore a. It's actually called backgrounds / mean streets underscore a. Right? And in front of that we are gonna have sports car, Wilson article, right? Wilson and article are characters / characters add the call, and then we also have, I think it's Wilson stick. His names are bad. Characters article Wilson stick, and then we also have the sports car, which I believe is in graphics. Sports car, yeah. I mean, these are all graphics, aren't they, right? We're gonna merge characters and game objects together later. And then we might also just merge these folder names together. But I might not do that because there's just a lot of folder names. I mean, they're referenced a lot throughout the code base, and it's going to be annoying to change them. Sports car. Great. And these guys need different positions. I mean, different draw orders. So they don't. I don't think they clip on top of each other, but it's just a good idea. Game object with cutscene loader. So let's find out where their starting positions are. A good way to check that is actually no. The good place to check that is in close all like this. Is in game 1. So the sports car is called F40, and the position is 5550, right? So new vector 2 50 550. Great. 50 550, and then article's position is 1350. Article. 1350 was it? I don't remember. Where is he? Where is that? Article, 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 article. Yeah, 1,350. Okay. And then we've got Wilson Stick, and his position is 400, 360. Cool. New vector 2, 360, I think. 400, 400, 400, 400, 400, 360. So later, I think we're gonna make a character manager or like a graphics manager. Maybe a graphics manager. I don't know what I'll call it. Maybe a game objects manager, and then all the game objects in this game will be defined there. They will have positions, but they won't say what room they're in. And then in this sort of area, in this sort of code, we'll just say like room.add game object, and then game object manager dot Wilson, game object manager dot stick. And so we won't have this constructor here at all. But for now, because we don't have that game object manager, it's gonna be like this. So I think that's actually okay. All this code should be more or less okay. I believe we're gonna have to add some code to the game object state, and also add some code to room.draw. So game object state, sorry, not game object state, gameplay state. Gameplay state. Just doesn't have anything, right? And update, let's not do any updating. But in draw, we want to do room manager, the current room, the instance, the current room dot draw, and we'll pass in sprite batch, right? Yeah. And we're gonna have to comment out a lot of code. It's kind of a bummer. I won't delete it because it's got information in here that I need. And I'm scared to get rid of it. And so I'm sure everything's okay. So we need to add a room.draw, and that shouldn't be too hard to write. It's public, so I'll just write it here. Public void draw sprite batch. Cool, and then there's other stuff that needs to be drawn, so it's basically, but actually not really, but there's game objects and characters that need to be drawn. Everything's game object in my mind so far. Game object and game objects. That's such a terrible name. Game object list. Game object draw. Can we do that? No. Why not? Yeah. So game object doesn't have a draw. It's got some silliness, but no draw. So game objects don't actually know how to load their textures. Let me change this. So when does this get set? Never. Great. So we'll just write the draw and then we'll load the texture as well. Sprite batch? No. I'm not doing it. Public void draw, sprite batch, sprite batch. Stupid code. Sprite batch dot draw texture position color dot white. This might need to be more complicated later, and I'm pretty sure it needs to be more complicated later. I think it needs. And for now, it's actually okay. It should be okay. And we also need to load up this texture. Dude, I don't think we need to store this texture name. I really don't think so. We need it for loading the texture, but we don't need to store it. Is the order set? Yeah, the order set. The texture set. Display text HS. Absolutely do not want that there. Ah, but it's probably got a reference somewhere. How many does it have? None. Perfect. Okay, so I don't want that. I don't want that. Probably read only in order. I think it can be private. I think these can all be private. This dot texture equals content manager. What is the content manager called? Global's the content manager. Should be right. Global's the content. Yeah. Dot load texture 2D texture name. Right. Great. So logically, I think that's all more or less correct. But there's going to be a lot of compiler errors because we probably did some stuff we shouldn't have done. Yeah, that's quite a lot. It's mostly ID and position. So position, we'll do this later. Let's just make it public. Let's just make our lives a little bit easier. Good, that's a lot less. ID. Room doesn't have ID. Yeah. So, how many errors? 91? That's a bit too many. No. You know, like, public and ID. I guess you're right. That's not really okay, actually, because these rooms are all, like, defined later on. What was the error? I don't even know. I mean, yeah, this is the previous way I dealt with all the rooms. Is that a room? Yeah, it is a room. Okay. No. 26. Texture name. Ah. Is it all texture name? I mean, texture name can come back. I'm sorry. Public. We will kill it later, but it can come back for now. It might crash because those rooms. Yeah. Listen, walking. Mm-hmm. Should check the call stack. I don't really know where that's getting caught. This one's just basically the name's wrong. That's not the call stack. Where's the call stack? Call stack. Call stack. Yeah. Okay. So the names are wrong here. Why wasn't that a problem before? Because it wasn't loading textures before. So what we can do is we can can we do this? Can we just comment out all of this stuff? It's probably going to crash. If you don't know what to do, comment out your code. Hey, nice. Yeah. Why did that crash? Cutscene.initialize. What's the argument? No. Null is not really something that you wanna. So I think that's just that the cutscenes aren't being loaded. So there's probably like some call somewhere around here like define cutscenes. I don't know where it is. Let's just close all this. Game 1 cutscene loaders. Yeah, it's called that. It just makes all the cutscenes. It just makes all the cutscene objects. This needs to change as well. A lot of stuff needs to change. Yeah, so it was just here. We can just put it up here. Instantiate. So much stuff I want to get rid of, like this and this and this and this and this and this. Just everything needs to go. Especially this. Yeah, there's a lot of this needs to go as well. But let's do that later. Once we got like, something kind of working. What's wrong? No reference. ASO is no. Content is no. Ego is no. Right. Yeah. It's because previously ego was set, right? So it's 400, 360, so we can just pass it in. Ego 400, 360. New vector 2, 400, 360, right? Is there any more stuff like that? Yeah, that's this one. F40 is 50, 550. New vector 2, 50, 50, 550, is that right? I think so. X was 50, I think. Any more? Might be okay. Right, same thing. What is this? Oh, how did I miss that one? So I think it's 50, 550.
Wilson is playing Dota.
Cool.
He is a major pro
Okay,
and
so
already
now we're
has
in
3 kills.
the gameplay
But
state.
then something terrible happens.
Not bad. One thing I noticed, it's back to cutscenes. Cutscene. Cutscene. When we press enter, when we do an end cutscene, it should stop. It should stop all the effects, right? But it didn't. Did it?
Wilson is
Oh, it did. Weird.
He's Dota.
Okay. So this is gameplay state. Looks like. Are these positions right? I don't remember these positions being like this. Anyway. How about we move Wilson around? Ooh, shit, how do we do that? How do we do that? Let's not move Wilson around. Instead, I want to kill this. I want to see if this is going to do anything if I kill this. And then I also want to kill references.
Wilson is playing Dota.
Let's just kill some references for a little while. So, think these should be good to kill. Well, actually I'm going to commit and then overlapping changes. That's really bad. That's really bad. Oh no. Yeah, we've only got 9 minutes, so let's what else needs to push? So let's just kill references. We'll commit first and then kill some references. Committing is taking a long time because we're streaming. Good. Did it work? 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 Yeah, good. Okay, so GRODG created a manager attempting to organize rooms and characters and hotspots better. Just, I'm just gonna write dumber commit messages just because it's just me. Oh, we should wait till to make sure this works. The reason I want to commit first is because I'm gonna kill references and I'm gonna do it in a really cavalier sort of way. And if that doesn't work out well, we just revert, right? So I'm only gonna kill the ones that are green, and they say it's never used, so it should be safe to kill, right? Ooh. See, there's more that could be killed, in fact. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more that we can kill. But I'll just go with the green ones first. It's starting to look a lot better already. But still, I would say 80% of this can go. The only ones I think should stay are this and this. Yeah, everything else can go. So hopefully, in a few days, when I'm done with this refactoring, it'll just be sprite batch and graphics device manager. Okay, so let's build and find out what's wrong. No, 172, quite a lot of errors. Right. Stare note. Why did it tell me it's never used and then it's like clearly used? Just call this out. These are custom hotspots. I don't like them. I don't like these custom hotspots at all. So these have to be redone in some other way. Font does not exist. Yeah. DI font, draw dialog box. Ah, shit. So these guys can go. Let's just comment them out. This can go. Is it returning? No. This whole thing can, you can just comment it out. Where's the return? Back to 2.0. What else we got? Assign to hotspot. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this does. Custom hotspot name. Room. Function pointer. No. This is horrible. Link 2 pointers. This was something to do with save games, I think. And we just don't need it. It's stupid. It's really bad design. Add to inventory. Yeah, we might need that one day, but I'm gonna re-implement it. This is draw dialog box, and it will draw. Right. I mean, this is for drawing dialog boxes when you talk to a character. I'll just re-implement it. 119. That's fuckload. Yeah, there you go. B-man note. B-man. Oh man, Jesus. Jesus, that's a lot. Okay, DI font. What is this? What is this? Draw inventory. Yeah. I do want to keep this in place. So let's do something like this. Sprite font. DI font equals font manager dot instance dot dialog item font, right? So that's gonna be good, and then we can just go we can just go dialog font. Dialog option. Right. White dot, texture 2D. White. I just want that to crash actually. Is it smart enough to know? Ooh, smart. Is this gonna be okay? Yes? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Good. Still a lot. All characters, manual user input. Gaps in character. So this is gameplay state dot. This is gameplay state dot update basically. Yeah. So to do this, we can replace this line with room r equals room manager instance card, right? And then character, we don't have a character manager in place, so there's no way for us to get Wilson appointed to Wilson. So we can just go character C equals 1. It's gonna crash, but at least it'll compile. Draw subtitle does not exist. And don't draw it. Draw RCHS rect. What is RCHS rect? Room change hotspot rect, I think. Don't draw it then. Rec does not equal 0, draw rect. I mean, it doesn't equal 0. Don't draw it then. Okay, white dot is missing as well. Draw rect. Texture 2D white dot equals 0. 101. Spism, these are all items actually. $100, not jerk. McDonald's table, money, HS. Baker table, baker objects, all rooms. So this is just basically, what is this code? So after this cutscene happens, we remove the hotspot that allows you to talk to initiate this cutscene. Really bad code. Just comment it out. All rooms. I think I'm gonna have to bring back some of the references we killed, like like the items. The items look like they need to come back. So can we just go like this? If I click this, is it gonna do all? Is this gonna do this whole line? I think I want the whole line. Yeah. So those come back. They're null. Let's build again. Oh, it's not us. Yeah. That's really bad code, so I don't want that anyway. This is bad. This is bad. Cool.
Wilson is
Good. Okay, so we cut quite a bit of stuff, but we still have a lot. We still have a lot of shitty code. We still have a lot of stuff in game 1 as well. We weren't able to get rid of a lot of these things. Room is not. I swear these must be used somewhere, right? Yeah. But it looks like they can go as well. Anyway, let's commit. Just cuts. Remove some more references. Okay. I think that's enough for today. Yeah, we've got like some sort of game state going on. I mean, gameplay state that's sort of working. One thing I really want to do actually is game state. I want to kill this whole class. We can do that later, though. But instead of normal gameplay, I should call it gameplay. Main menu, cutscene, pause, dialogue. What is paused? Do we ever use paused? Nope, didn't think so. Dialogue. I don't like the UE. Pause menu controls game over. Let it go. I want to put it in the order that we play in. Dialogue, pause menu, maybe. Controls. Controls should come here. Pause menu, that can be whenever you want. Game over is definitely going to be last. So that makes a bit more sense. Some people would probably want to do that in alphabetical order, but yeah. A lot of these can go. Should I just kill them? Yeah, let's kill them. What's going on here? Oh, it's the renaming, isn't it? Yeah, it's the renaming. Can this go? I know it can. I just want to see if it's gonna cause a big effect if we kill it. And I say it will not. So let's kill it. Mission. Can this go? Yeah, no problem. And selling books. Got pie, got pants, selling drugs. Actually, this might be used quite a bit. No, it's set. Oh no, wait, no, it's used. I'm gonna just keep it for now. I don't want to break too much, especially subtle stuff that I might not notice. Prev menu, current state, current state. Looks like it's only used here. Range. That's a weird place to put it. Okay, that's enough for today. I'm just gonna commit this and then we're done. Yeah, clean up.